نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. A person is thinking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A person is strolling in the park looking at trees, looking at flowers, or he is in the safari park looking at the animals, or he is on the seaside looking at the ocean, or during the night he is looking at the sky and admiring the stars and the moon, or he is looking at the sun rising in the morning or sun setting in the evening. And at that time he is remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his heart and mind. Allah is so great. Or a person is unwell, he is lying on the bed and he is very weak, and in his heart and mind he is talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is supplicating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or he is remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as a result of remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he finds comfort, he finds solace. This is the zikr of the heart and the mind. And the heart and the mind are connected together. It is the heart that does the work. But the work of the heart is felt in the mind. So the heart is like the computer. And the mind is like the monitor, the screen. So what you see on the screen is not actually in the screen, it is in the computer. If it was not in the computer, we would not be able to see that item on the screen. So sometimes when we are reciting the glorious Quran by heart, for example, when we are reciting the Quran by heart, and we get stuck, a Hafiz of the Quran, or a Hafiz of Surah Yasin Sharif, a Hafiz of Surah Fatiha, if he gets stuck, then he puts pressure on his mind. He begins to think with his mind. And people normally tend to think that it is the mind that memorizes everything, and it is the mind that is preserving everything. But no, from the Quran and Hadith we learn that it is the heart that memorizes everything. Anything that we memorize, it is the heart that memorizes. But the heart does not come into action. It is not felt. I have given a very beautiful example of the computer. That if you ask a child that where is this written, the child will say it's on the screen. Whereas everybody else will say that no. When you switch off the computer, it will go away from the screen but not from the main computer. And it is for this reason, even in English we say that I am reciting by heart. Nobody says by mind. That is a sign that long time ago, people really believed that it is the heart that memorizes and not the mind. Can you recite it by heart? I am reciting it by heart. I know this by heart. Nobody says I know this by mind. So the heart and the mind, the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes in the mind, and it comes in the heart, and it is felt in the mind. This is Dhikr Qalbi, the zikr of the heart. So zikr of the tongue is when a person remembers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the tongue. And the zikr of the heart is when a person remembers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with his heart and mind. And how will a person know whether he is engaged in Dhikr Qalbi or not? He will know when he can feel the remembrance in his mind. And sometimes the zikr of the heart can be so strong in the heart that the person can even feel the zikr in the heart also. He can feel that zikr in his mind and in the heart. Both places. And sometimes the zikr of the heart becomes so firm so ground rooted that those people who come in contact with such a person can also feel. They can also feel and they can also hear the heart engaged in the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.